Alright, yeah, quite obvious what we're going to be talking about right here, and it's just amazing how life comes at you fast, even if it takes a week. Oddly enough, the last video I did literally was a week ago today, and it was immediately after the firing of head coach, or at least former head coach of the Jets, Robert Saleh, and now it's just been confirmed, breaking news, DaVanta Adams is on his way to the New York Jets. Yeah. Oh, man. Wow. This comes on the heels of a 23-20 loss at the hands of the Buffalo Bills on Monday Night Football. This is really, really wild to me, and I got to admit, it's not terribly surprising. Initially, I was of the mindset that I wouldn't go if I were DaVanta, but this seems to be the decision that he's made. Of course, it was a week or so ago, actually a bit more than that, because it was... I would actually say 2 weeks ago, because it was... I want to say going into week 4, maybe, where he declared that he wanted to be traded from the Las Vegas Raiders. And, of course, it was definitely out there that top 2 choices, the Saints and the Jets, for obvious reasons. It was really funny because just a few days ago it seemed as though he was actually going to be content with staying with the Raiders after they had benched Gardner Minshew after being trounced by my Broncos. Happy as I am about that, it was just funny because after that they went to Aiden O'Connell. It seemed like he was ready to come back. I guess that was never true, or maybe it wasn't as true, or perhaps he saw Aiden O'Connell against the Steelers. I mean, there are only so many things I know to say about that. Either way, it's just going to be really, really interesting. This actually is going to be good for the Jets because there are an awful lot of offensive mishaps. Of course, Rodgers was very, very critical of a lot of what happened, especially in the later parts of the game. I mean, this is literally bringing in a Randall Cobb, but a souped-up version, and certainly much younger. Of course, the commonality with Randall Cobb is both, again, him and DaVanta Adams have that history with Aaron Rodgers. This will actually be of some help, and oddly enough, could very well be key to saving Nathaniel Hackett's job. I mean, I don't know really. Anyway, I'm going to leave that part of it alone. The bottom line of this is, it seems DaVanta Adams is now on his way from the Las Vegas Raiders to the New York Jets. It'll be involving a conditional third-round pick that may be converted to a second-round pick, depending on conditions. I'm assuming it has to do with winning, as far as what I know right now. Interesting thing about it is that this is the last year of Rodgers' contract. This is the last year of the guaranteed money on DaVanta Adams' contract, as confirmed by Adam Schefter. Does this equate to a turnaround for the New York Jets? And a much needed one at that. I mean, it's going to have to be at this point because it can't get too much worse. You only managed 9 points against a team where the offense had only 60 passing yards. 9 points. By the way, those were my Bo Nix-led Broncos, who actually got in the end zone, by the way. I mean, just trying to look at this from all different directions, and of course this is also coming off of a loss on our end as well, but only other thing I know to say about this at this point is we're going to see exactly what it does. I mean, we know what DaVanta Adams brings to the table, and he's still well within, as some would say, the peak of his powers, and of course this can only help them. This can only help the Jets. I mean, I don't see any way around that, but I'm going to go ahead and leave it at that because I do have other things that I wanted to get to here. I just had to hit y'all with this because, again, this is breaking news. I'm watching First Take right now, and of course they even got the graphic where it's breaking news, and they're still talking about it right now. So, again, Raiders finalizing deal for DaVanta Adams to head to the New York Jets. It's real, y'all. Anyways, y'all know what it is. Like, share, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think down below. A&J, and I will be back with more.